All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of the BleachCraft 1000 Year Block War mod. Today we are going over the Quincy update. That's right, boys. We now have all three races in the mod. Quincy was last, but that doesn't mean that it will be least. Let's go ahead and pick Quincy. As you can see, Cray is with us again. He's going to pretty much walk us through everything that has been added. And there's been quite a bit added. Would you say that... I mean, obviously the hollow progression one was probably the biggest update, but do you think this will be a close second?
I mean, I would definitely say it's a little more in depth than Soul Reaper.
Yeah.
But definitely not as close as Hollow was. Hollow was a lot of time.
Yeah, hollow progression was crazy. And the fact that it wasn't like completely finished either is also nuts. There was so much added, okay, so first things first, guys. We will be doing a alpha playtest. I'd honestly like to call it pre-alpha playtest, just because there's not that much in the mod. So we'll call it pre-alpha playtest. We are doing that. It will be a pay-to-enter server just so that we can actually kind of try to get some more funds in order to fund this project. So if you guys do want to help fund it, the perfect time is now. I'll leave a link down in the description for the whitelisting for you guys to be able to play on the server. The alpha playtest will last probably the whole weekend. Whenever we do end up starting it, it'll either be Saturday or potentially Sunday, depending on what things get added over the next like 24-ish hours, or I guess like 15-ish hours, but we'll see how it ends up playing out. It will be up at some point this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. If we do get it up Sunday, we will keep it up through Monday as well, just so that you guys do have 2 full days in order to sign up, come play, and everything like that. Cray, do you think that we should do anything special for the alpha playtesters, or do you think it's kind of just one of those things for it's like extra funding and feedback and stuff?
I mean, alpha playtesters, I mean, they get the ability to know like how to play already.
That's true. Yeah, they get a lot. They get their hands on the mod first. They get to play on the server first. Obviously, whatever happens on the server will be wiped after the well, maybe it won't be completely wiped after the alpha playtest, but no promises. It 99% probably will be for whenever we do the actual alpha server. This again is pre-alpha playtest, but links in the description for you guys to join that. We'll keep you guys posted in announcements tomorrow, or well, it'll be today for you guys. So we'll keep you guys posted today on what's going on with the alpha or pre-alpha playtest, when it'll start, when it'll end, and how long it'll be, and everything like that. So if you guys want to know more about that and want to, you know, like I said, pretty much contribute to the mod in the best way possible, links in the description. It'll be $5 to $10. I haven't made my mind up on how much. Probably more around the 5 range, I would have to assume, but maybe 10. We'll see. Depends on how much funding is actually going to be this week, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and hop into the video, show these guys what Quincy is all about. Like Cray was just showing you right now, we have the bow in. He's got some really, really cool animations, and I'm actually really hyped to see this. That alone, like, is such a simple thing that other Bleach mods just haven't had. Like, dude, usually it's just like, like I'm shooting my bow, but nah, now it's got
usually it's like actually like a Minecraft bow.
Yeah,
which is super. I don't know, it just looks super like bad.
Looks super Minecrafty.
This one is it's like mid range.
Okay, so is there a range to it?
Yeah, there is. So I couldn't hit you from there, even if I was aiming directly at you.
Gotcha. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, that. Oh my gosh, I can't even get back out. That would be a good, that's a good way to make Quincy's not like insanely OP against like Soul Reapers and stuff, because they won't be able to just absolutely snipe them, at least with the basic right click.
And also a weakness that I never intended to be a weakness, but now that it's in, that I kind of feel like it should be, is if you stand directly in front of me, you actually... Like right there, there's like a sweet spot that Yeah, but there's like a sweet spot where I can't hit you if you're like really up in my face.
Yeah, it might be something to do with the over the shoulder mod potentially, because you were through me when you missed me. So yeah, like you were already through me there. Yeah,
No.
maybe you might be right. Yeah, there probably is just a weird like specific hitbox thing, but that's nothing too crazy. I mean, honestly, I already just thought of a way out of that. I'll let people figure it out for themselves. Maybe I'll show in this video, but oh, I didn't even notice that this thing was in the hotbar. You might want to make that a little more obvious. Okay, so yeah, let me use this thing. Dang. Oh, so you can use this pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, it's spammable. A little bit more than a Shinigami, but the bows themselves do much less damage.
One thing I'm noticing.
What you
Yeah.
noticed here.
Yeah, so with the over-the-shoulder mod, we might not be able to use that, because even if you go in first person, like go in first person and then hit D, like hold D for a couple seconds, and it'll shoot like where you're actually facing because of the over-the-shoulder mod. I'm sure that there's probably a way to configure that, but that's a slight problem.
I could fix that.
Okay.
Well, how the damage works is it does the damage based on where the player's looking. It's
no,
like
I know that's what I'm saying. So with the over the shoulder mod, it's weird because you usually have to hold right click to keep your head straight. So when you're moving around with your bow and not holding right click, obviously it's weird.
That is pretty odd.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to take out that, but it's so cool. Maybe we'll look in the configs. If you guys do know if there's a way to configure that, definitely drop down in the comments. I don't know what this over-the-shoulder mod is called. I think it's shoulder surfing, I believe. If you guys do know how to configure that, put it in the comments. But obviously, this is the Quincy bow. Sunray? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, it's the Sunray. It's the bow you get like as like a more like an old school Quincy.
Yeah, that's why it's not super bright, shiny blue now. I have no idea how this works. So what's added? What do we do? And how do we Quincy?
So I didn't get time to add it just yet, but there will be the Sunray glove, which you can't take it off right now, so I'm not gonna give it to you, but just for the sake of looks, this is what it looks like. And then I'll show the Let's Steal after. It'll be pretty cool when I actually fully implement it. But the way to actually get your next version of the boat is to actually use Let's Steal and the Sunray glove.
Okay. So that's like the progression to the next bow, or like what is that?
Basically, so in order to like progress the Quincy, you're gonna actually have to do the same thing you did in the actual Soul Society arc, which was use the Sunray glove and then use Let's Steal after the fact. And then once you use Let's Steal, you'll have access to use it like more than once. In the anime, he was only able to use it one time, but you'll be able to use it multiple times.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about when he used it and then started absorbing all the Raishi stuff around him.
Yeah, and that's gonna be pretty good buff for Quincy.
Yeah,
once it's fully implemented.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty sick. So starting out, the glove is the next phase up after just the bow, right?
Pretty much. The glove will buff your basically your M1s, which the arrows.
Yeah.
And then the Let's Steal. I'm not gonna put it on just now, but that'll be definitely interesting. It'll give you some like variation. It'll be like much longer range, bigger AoE bow attacks.
Okay.
Your M1s.
Gotcha.
Or
probably
your M2s,
probably faster too.
It'll be a little faster.
Yeah. So since we can't really show off that, how do we get moves and stuff? Do you have any Quincy moves in?
Okay, so yeah, I do have the Deathdealing Schrift.
Oh wow, okay.
And right now, this will be the actual item to your Shrift.
Okay.
It'll work similar to like the Sharingan from Mathiax, where you literally have to wait, because in the anime, or you had to wait for a Shrift to activate after a while. So you'll get that. Right now, the way to get that though is just from this like item. I'll give this to you.
Am I supposed to drink it? Oh, well, I drank it.
I mean, it doesn't do anything, but you
Oh,
can drink it. Just right click that. Don't shift right click that yet though. So
Okay.
yeah, just
It's
right
not
click it.
doing
It should be
anything.
good after you did once. It did.
Okay.
And then I'll give you this bow. I don't have the actual transformation for the Deathdealing bow in yet, but I'll just give that to you.
Okay.
Same on ones. I mean, still
cool.
a bow, so
Yeah, same thing.
but
just...
now you do.
Is
you
it
do have the
stronger or
ability.
anything?
It's slightly stronger.
Gotcha.
But you do now have the ability to use moves. So if you shift M, you'll need Soul Mastery. So let me go ahead and give you this item.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have never seen these GUIs, this is the way that we do progression. So let me go ahead, get a lot of Soul Mastery.
And Deathdealing is pretty unique in terms of abilities in the mod. It relies more on how you're using them against players.
Okay.
And I mean, you'll see in a second, but you
How
can
many
actually
moves are
stack.
currently in?
So for Deathdealing, we have Gift Ball, Gift Bad, and Ratsu Poisoning. And they all the moves are gonna work with each other. So if I hit you with a Gift Ball, well actually not for Gift Ball because that would be OP. I'd just be able to give you tons of stacks instantly.
Oh yeah, the stack stuff. We'll have to explain that. People might get a little confused about that because that's never really been done in Minecraft, I don't think.
Yeah. But so like, let me give myself some more spiritual pressure. Because the Quincy abilities do cost more Ratsu on average. But their effect is really, really good. And with Gift Bad and Ratsu Poisoning, it's a lower cooldown, but the cost to actually use them is a ton.
Gotcha. Dude, I was just thinking, when people are able to collect multiple, is this technically a Shrift bow?
Yeah, Shrift.
Yeah, when people are able to collect multiple Shrifts, it'll be so sick, especially if you have this one and another one, because you'll be able to get the stacks up and then swap to another bow and have all the abilities too. That'll be busted. Quincy might actually be good.
I mean, I hope it's good.
Yeah. So how do I remind me how to use these moves again?
So just get the Soul Mastery up, put them in the numbers, and then it'll be G.
G. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the first one, which was Gift Ball, right?
Yeah, this might kill me actually.
Okay. Gift Ball. Here we go. And boom. Okay, so I couldn't really see it too much because I put it behind you, but as you saw, you kind of bend down, and it seems like it's right wherever I'm looking, huh?
It's actually just an AoE.
Oh, really?
Let me summon a bunch of pus, and then you'll actually be able to tell.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna heal myself. This is a long cooldown on this, huh?
Yeah, the Gipple is just because it's really good for killing mobs.
Gotcha.
In a large area, and I don't want people
really
to just sit there and use that one move.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Okay, so yeah, so that makes sense. So even though I thought that I had put it behind you, I really didn't. It just went directly on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if let me test this out. Actually, that's pretty cool how that works. So if I'm looking near you,
you don't have to look near me. I could be behind you.
Oh, so it's a complete AoE just around me completely.
AOE. Yeah.
So I don't even have to aim it.
No, not really.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the cooldown is a little higher.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's true because Quincy, since they can't they're not really left click enabled, at least currently. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's sick. So explain what this gives you. This gives you stacks of what?
So the gift pole move actually doesn't contribute to stacks currently.
Ah, okay. It's the other moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the gift bat is
Oh
this
god.
move. It gives you 1 stack.
Okay. Oh, so that gives me slowness too.
It gives you slowness.
Ah, it puts a
then
bunch
it
of
gives
poison
you-
and stuff all over the floor, basically.
and it also gives you weakness 3. So you can, if I use it
Oh wow.
on you'll you won't be doing that much damage with
Right.
your M1s. So
Gotcha.
it's really it's like an anti Soul Reaper in Hollow.
Yeah. How long do the effects last?
It doesn't last very long. It's like I think it's like 10 seconds or
Gotcha.
something like that.
Okay, so it's not like a super long, crazy thing. And now, so once I have enough stacks, that's when the next move comes into play, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna have a single stack, but if I were to give myself the effect of the stack,
Wait, even if I use this and then...
use Reatsu poisoning.
Okay. That's the last one, right?
Yeah, the third one.
Alright, I'm using it. It made a bunch of noises and stuff, but I don't think it did anything.
Right. So what that move's supposed to do is, based on how many stacks a player next to you has, it'll do damage, based on how many stacks. So if I were to have 2 stacks of lethal poisoning, which is the actual stack, the damage amplifies. It goes from like 20 to 50, and then if you have like above 5 stacks, which you could technically get if you're in Volstandig. If you get that many, it's like you will be dying probably. You'll be getting like that'd be like 200
Oh wow,
damage.
I just used that and yeah, that's what it does. Okay. So I had stacks unless you used it as well and it gave it to me.
Yeah, it's just a bug.
Okay. That'll be fixed. I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's not supposed to be like that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The move's just buggy.
Yeah. Pre-alpha, pre-alpha right now, guys. Don't worry. Dude, everything looks pretty sick. I actually really like the animation for the first move. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool. Like, it's nice. I can't move around. Am I vulnerable while I'm using that too?
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, the ball?
Yeah.
No. All these moves you can like. So if you wanted to use on me,
I'll go to the next one. I'll just use that. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna use a move that like did damage, I'd just be able to flash step out and then get near you, which is why I did make gift bad the way it is. So even if I did do that, if you're smart enough, you'd put a gift bad right on you as he did that, negating any kind of speed that he'd get. And so all the abilities for the Schrift, they really play into each other.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. It seems really in depth. I actually really like this. It's a little confusing, because it's not like all super visual like animation stuff other than the first one. So I don't think people will get too confused, but I mean, basically it gives poison stacks.
I could add like a stack notifier, like in a GUI or something.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, just so that. I wonder if you could get it to show above the player.
I thought about it. It seems interesting. I just haven't looked much into it. But another thing that I did add this week is blocking.
Oh, really?
You try to shoot me?
Okay. Yeah, so you're blocking, not just parrying, huh?
It's just straight blocking. I didn't do what you asked. I didn't do the damage thing yet, but that'll be in like an hour.
Okay. Yeah, what he's talking about is, so right now, when you block, you don't take any damage through blocking, right?
No.
Okay.
it's like completely damage negation, which obviously is not like a thing that should be in the game.
Yeah, so you're just gonna change it to protection, basically, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you'll just have like resistance.
Yeah, so eventually his guard breaks, which, dude, that animation of breaking is actually pretty sick. Do it again. That's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, that's actually sick. So, it'll be very obvious when you guard break someone. So right now, the only downside of it, which, again, like he said, will be fixed, go ahead and block. So, even if I use this, he'll just be able to block the whole thing and it'll do nothing. So even if I use like a Getsuga Tensho on him, he would just block it and then it would guard break him but do no damage. So we're going to switch it over to, instead of giving invulnerability, it'll just give a protection. So you'll still be damaged slightly through blocking, which honestly kind of makes sense. And then that way, if you do try to block a Getsuga Tensho, you're still going to take quite a bit of damage and get block broken from it. So if they have a follow-up move or anything, you're pretty much cooked.
Yeah, if you were blocking, I used Getsuga, and you didn't pair it, you'd get guard broken. I just flashed up to you and then get you in a combo, and then you'd be cooked.
Yeah, dude, I definitely think you need to add a little GUI somewhere for a guard, like when your guard is ready and how much points it has, so that you can kind of gauge when to use it and when not to. That would be sick.
I mean, that could there's just so many GUIs already on the screen.
I'm saying even like a counter and like a little shield with a number over it is all you would need, like in the top left or maybe down by your health or something.
Yeah, I definitely could. It's
nothing
just
insane, but
there's already like a parry. So if you were to try to parry,
yeah,
there's a thing on the top right.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of not the best. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, it's only there for like a second, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Not too much work's gonna be put in that. I just don't want to clog up the screen too much with effects. And every other game that has like blocking, it's just like you gotta remember.
Yeah, you just kind of get used to the timing, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
After you do it enough, you just get used to it.
Once you're guard broken, you can guard again like after like 4 seconds.
Yeah, we'll probably have to.
Oh no, it should be like that.
You think so?
Because then because then you just wouldn't be able to, especially when there's more moves.
You can't block and hit at the same time, right?
No, you won't be able to.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I mean, this is all stuff that I just think that'll make PvP fights like unrealistically long because people will just be blocking the entire time if they're able to. The majority of people. I'm not saying the skilled people. I'm saying the majority.
I mean, when you're hit, you're slowed. You can't really do anything. You're just sitting there.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we can put some sort of.
Especially when there's like multi-hit moves where it's like you're doing a bunch of hits.
That's true. How do I block?
That's H. The same as parry, but you just hold it down.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and then I'm oh yeah, geez. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. We can honestly allow that. That's a super like yeah, that if anything that would make fights faster for people who just try to block the whole time.
If you get guard broken, you will suffer the consequences.
Yeah, guard break is pretty serious. Do it again just so I can kind of show people. Don't kill me after you break it. Or sorry, I was using the wrong. Oh, my bad. So I'm trying to move right now. Can't move.
You also can't use like arrows or anything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just can't do anything.
Yeah. Let me try to use a move when I guard break you.
Yeah, I can't use moves. I can't right click. I can left click, but
I mean, yeah, it's just Minecraft. What am I gonna do?
Yeah. So basically, I mean, using a block against maybe like a Getsuga would kind of make sense, but it'll leave you vulnerable after, so it'll be very situational.
Yeah, you'll have like tons of weakness, so like M1s won't do any damage anyway, so.
So my question is, do you regain block strength over time or no?
Yeah, so after you stop guarding, you will like regain it after a certain amount of time.
Okay.
So if I were to, and then if I flash stepped away, I do regain it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, you didn't
But
yet,
it is, I think it's like 3 seconds. I don't remember the exact
Gotcha.
time. Let me actually look at that.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, because if you make it, if there's no indicator and someone's blocked through a fight, and then the next block is their guard break and they don't know that, it would kind of be a little weird, you know?
I mean, that's in like every Roblox game. Just people know when to not guard against certain things, or when to parry instead of block.
Yeah, I guess eventually you would get used to it. I see what
It's
you're
just
saying.
like, yeah, it's just like playing a PvP based game for the first time. You just wouldn't know anything.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, that's the death dealing shrift. Shrift, right?
Yeah, that's a Schrift. There is one more thing.
Oh, really? Oh, yo. Bruh, what is that? That's called that's the don't tell me,
That's the
don't tell me.
Volstandig.
Don't tell me, bro. The Volstandig. I knew it.
Yeah, he knew it.
I just forgot. I really
This-
loved Bleach, guys, honestly. I watched all of Bleach and I loved it. I'm like genuinely not being like, I'm not kidding. It's probably one of my favorite animes. But okay, go on.
Right. So this is pretty cool. It doesn't have any abilities yet. But the abilities are going to be insane.
Wait. Just stand there real quick. Yeah, you have a really cool idle animation on that. Sick.
But the cool thing about just like, you don't even need abilities. The cool thing about the base Volstandig is this staff actually gives you stacks.
What do you mean?
I'm actually going to give you like res 3. Because I don't want you to die just from the hits itself.
Okay. Oh, so you can just left click me and then it gives me stacks?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I forgot that there's left click animations. That's so sick. Dude, that is so... I like that sound effect too. And then, yeah. Oh my god, okay. Holy bro, yeah, that's sick. Okay, so yeah, you definitely need to fix the thing where it damages the user on that, but that kind of explains the stacks a little bit more visually. So he basically, when he's left clicking me, hitting me, he's putting stacks onto me, and then when he uses, I mean, I'll use
Ratsu poisoning.
Yeah, when he uses Ratsu poisoning, it actually poisons. And so if you were to hit me like 20 times with that and then put the poisoning on me, it would do a ton of damage, right?
It might one shot you. I don't know, how much health do you have right now?
Half a heart. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Try it again.
Okay. Keep going. Just basically beat me up a ton and then use the Ratsu poisoning and we'll see. I wonder, do stacks get removed if I heal myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that did quite a bit of damage.
That's through res 3.
Yeah.
Also,
oh,
it
wow.
also slows
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. You probably don't want to be getting hit constantly.
No, definitely not.
Because you will die after a while. I mean, the stacks do go away.
So how do I use my Volstandig?
Well, just press J.
Dude. Yeah, that is so sick, bro. That is so sick. Why can I not move? Okay, there we go. Oh, dude, this is so cool, bro. Oh my god. So with the Schrift, or with the Volstandig, since it is technically, well, spoiler alert, guys. Since it is technically a Bankai,
A mode, yeah.
yeah, there's no there's no arrows coming out of it. If nobody's watched Bleach before, they'd be like, why does my bow now not? Why does it not shoot? But yeah.
Why does my bow look like a staff?
Yeah. So this is technically because it is a bankai, a sealed bankai. I don't remember the exact logisticals of it, but yeah, this is pretty sick, dude. I really like this.
Yeah, I just call it a mode. It's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Like the released state.
Yeah. One thing I do want to ask is the swinging animation color. Is that just going to be changed to purple
Oh
eventually?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's just.
Yeah, I was
There's a
gonna
lot
say
to
because
do
this
this
is from
week.
Stark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all good, dude. This looks sick. I really like the animation on the wings. Having something just constantly moving in Minecraft feels so like it feels so refreshing. Honestly, it really does. This whole mod is just so refreshing, bro. Like I don't like I'm not trying to self-glaze here at all, considering it's like our mod, but this is like making Minecraft feel like a real game more than I've ever experienced. Like if you play like RL Craft or something with what's that thing called that people wanted us to use instead of making our own animations?
Oh, better combat.
Yeah, like Better Combat is like I'm not
Epic
saying that it's
Fly.
bad, but it doesn't feel like this. It feels clunky. Like Better Combat feels clunky. This all works. This works really good with this mod.
Just better combat's used for like if you wanted to like spice up vanilla combat, which vanilla combat already just sucks.
Right, exactly. This is a whole new thing.
The reason I'm not doing better combat is because it's like how do I config the animations and how everything looks with the mod? It's just not really that possible.
Well, we've also tried that before with a Bleach server, and people hated that.
it.
Yeah. So, this is definitely the right move. I think this is gonna be so sick, bro. Do my moves do more damage when I'm in this mode, by the way?
No, but they already do a bunch of damage.
Well, yeah, I guess technically they do since I have more poison stacking or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So indirectly, I guess, but
the actual Volstandig moves are gonna be pretty insane. If people who've read the manga and saw him use them know what I'm talking about, but you haven't. Some of the moves include like a kind of like a domain expansion, but instead of like if it were to be like Sukuna, it'd be like it's constantly stacking lethal poison.
Gotcha. I was gonna say I don't think I have ever seen this. Have I seen this?
You have. You just haven't seen like the full extent of it.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not caught up with the newest season. I haven't watched the new season yet or read the manga, but
yeah, he uses it more there.
Gotcha.
But the actual like Volstandig moves are gonna be insane. He actually gets a third mode, just as one of his moves.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be sick, dude. I'm really excited for this. I'm excited for the alpha playtest. I'm excited for people to finally get their hands on this. I mean, other than there is Kido too. Is there any Kido in?
Not yet.
Okay.
Kido are gonna be pretty good compared to the other ones. The Quincy Kido are pretty basic. It's like it's a bunch of arrow moves, and
yeah.
I mean, once you get to the top, it's like OP moves.
So how are you gonna do the little I forget what it's called when you make a star around someone with the little sword, mini sword things?
Oh, yeah, that just won't be a thing. That's more like an old school technique.
Yeah, it was like
and for Quincy, I wanted to have some of that. That's why I have Let's Steal and the glove and the original bow. But the old school Quincy techniques are kind of not very good. Not as flashy as the new ones. So
yeah, I get what you mean.
Didn't include. I mean, I have moves like Licked Reagan. That's like a staple move. But for Quincy's, it's more they have a bunch of offense, but they also have a lot more defense as well.
Okay.
Especially in the OP, the top tier Kido moves.
Yeah, dude. In the anime, it's like Quincy pretty much changes. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much when what's his name, main Quincy dude talks to his dad and gets trained by his dad mostly is when it kind of like when it really becomes like, oh my god, Quincy's not what we thought.
Right. And that'll kind of be like how it is in the mod too.
Hold on, don't go into yours yet. I wanna show it from a little further away just so that people can understand how big it really is. That's what she said.
I mean, it's pretty big.
Go ahead and use it. You're still in my render. Oh wait. You just okay, stay right there. Use it. Yeah, dude, that is so sick. That's so cool, bro. Like, oh man, this mod is so good. Like, not even trying to self-glaze here, but like, I think that this is really gonna change modded Minecraft. Like, I really do. This is genuinely just a whole nother level.
Yeah, I sure hope so, because currently people aren't really doing anything. It's mostly just like vanilla plus, and that's just so boring.
Yeah, modding has kind of been dry ever since HCMB came out. I mean, if HCMB never came out, I mean, what other mods have there even been? Like, none. You know what I mean? Other than like, you know, shout out Orca. Like, Orca makes some good mods, but they're just absolutely terrible for multiplayer, which is what we do here. So, yeah,
I mean,
no hate on him. The mods are great.
I'm trying to think more multiplayer, but also have it work as a single player too.
Yeah, this mod will be completely playable in single player. We want YouTubers and people who just want to, you know, mess around by themselves or create their own little thing. Make it a little bit easier, because I know most of our like the mod that we made for Naruto was you could pretty much only play it on a server. So we're trying to make this one a lot more single player friendly. But speaking of that, isn't there something else added in this update? Or not yet. It's not finished. We can hold off on that. We can do that.
I mean, I can go ahead and show it. There's no problem showing it.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
So the first thing I might as well show is the way you get Bankai is the same way Ichigo gets his. Let me. Actually glows.
Oh wow,
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. But the two NPCs I added today were Yorichi, which is here. This is how after you talk to Kisuke and get your Shikai, this is how you'll get your Bankai. Yes, this model took me a long time.
I bet it did.
All right, bro. She only has one like attack move right now, because I mean technically you're not supposed to fight her, but I will add more like attacks for her to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, oh, dude, she's got little animations. Her arm looks a little funky there, but
I mean that's how it's supposed to look when you do that.
Oh, she's pushing off the ground, huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
Taekwondo move.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm picturing it right in my mind. I've watched I've watched the Yorichi fights enough.
All right, bro.
Mega Goonie. No. So, yeah, this is sick. What was the other NPC? Is it just this thing?
No, that's just a block. But once you get deep into the progression, you got to be the lieutenant in order to actually like access this quest line.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about ranks too much, but we mentioned it in the first video. Ranks will be a thing.
Yeah. Ranks for Quincy and Shinigami are pretty easy. It's literally just ranking up like your actual level.
Okay.
Quincy will be different because you'll need like your Schrift, and you'll need a weight. And then there'll be like separate quests where you need to kill hollows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
of course, will be that for Shinigami
was,
too, but
yeah, Quincy progression in the show was kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah. But for Shinigami, once you get to lieutenant level, you can go ahead and talk to Yorichi. Way to get XP that level is actually just a level up, like I said before.
Gotcha. I'm beating her over here. Sorry.
All right.
Wait.
She has like 300
Oh
health.
god. Die, please. I don't have enough whatever. Wait. There we go. Oh god. It's killing me too. I think I've made the wrong decision. Sorry, what were you just explaining? My bad. I completely got sidetracked by Yurichi. Wasn't the first time.
Bro.
Oh, got her.
Yeah, Quincy and Shinigami, they have the same level requirements. So I'm like a regular Quincy now. This is about the point where you would use Let Steal in the Sanrei Glaive, about level 10. And then you'll have to find, I don't know what NPC. I mean, it's probably gonna be like Hashwolf or some Sterner you'll have to find out in the open. You talk to them, you'll get a quest to like kill hollows or something. And then you'll have to find Yuha after you finish that quest, and then you'll get his blood. And then after that, you'll have to wait, get your Schrift, and then boom.
Yuha, you mean ant?
Alright, bro.
You mean wait, was it black ant or was it just
black
ant? I forget, yeah. Some lore for you guys.
Clearly you haven't watched the newest season.
No, I haven't.
See, I'm not a Quincy Soldat. That means I'm just a regular soldier. It's a level 50 here. Sterner part 1, this just means that you have Shrift. And then Sterner part 2 is actually where you get your Volstandig.
Gotcha.
So you actually can't even get to that level until you're this level. That's level 80.
Oh wow. And you'll have to do like missions and stuff in between eventually for these, huh?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of your XP is going to come from killing hollows, but you'll get like bulk XP from missions.
Yeah, yeah, like
if I were to do PvP, if I killed you, I'd get like 5 XP or something. Let me just go ahead and kill you.
Okay. If you can. I've got like resistance 4. You're doing like no damage to me, bro. I'm too good. I'm just him. I'm just Himothy. Oh.
Are you so tanky?
Can't get me, bro. Oh, I'm dead.
All right. Anyway, yeah, I gained like 5 XP for killing you there.
Gotcha.
So you can actually just PvP for XP.
Yeah.
That is a thing. But most of your XP, you probably want to do missions. Missions aren't fully implemented yet, but once they are, that'll be your bulk XP. Or you could just sit there killing hollows all day. That works too.
Yeah, I mean, it is still going to be like Minecraft grind. It won't be as terrible as like Roblox grinding where it takes like literally 15 hours to level up like one time.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, if you're like maximum level, but like...
I mean, like, right now I'm level 80.
Yeah.
The next rank after this is the Royal Guard, which is level 100.
Some might take a little bit.
Yeah, so level 100 is where you get the rank of Royal Guard, which is... It's like the... It's higher than Captain for Shinigami. Technically, it's like... 0 squad level.
Gotcha.
You don't really get anything for it right now, but you will. Same thing with 0 squad once that's a thing.
Yeah.
Progression should be... I mean, it should be good. Playtest will be where we actually find out.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea how much XP stuff will be, or like damage scaling and like all that. Like, obviously, we'll never get it perfect until like beta or later. But you know, we want to get on the right track at least from the alpha playtest or pre-alpha playtest, I guess. But is that pretty much everything for today?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
I did fix move stacking, so you can't move stack anymore. As you could tell when you probably tried to use more than one move at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Next res will be Ulquiorras. He'll have the first Segunda. Yeah, hopefully people enjoy the playtests technically today.
Yeah.
When they're watching it.
Yeah, it should be really
And
good.
if you do play it, just know that this is not the extent of what's going to be added. I mean,
Oh no.
obviously,
Yeah.
there'll
This
there'll be
is
there's going to be 8 moves per ability,
yeah.
and we're hoping to get at least three individual abilities per race by the time beta is around.
Yeah, you guys have a lot to see yet in this mod. The pre-alpha playtest. I mean, if you guys don't understand what that means, it basically means that since we're not like a majorly huge development team that can just play and test stuff themselves, you guys are basically becoming a part of the development team. So yeah. It's very, very pre-beta. Like it's not even close to beta right now. So there's going to be a ton added. This is nowhere near the extent. Pretty much, I've seen a couple comments saying like something obvious, like add Ulquiorra's like resurrection. Like everything from Bleach mostly will eventually be in it. Obviously, that takes time.
I mean,
but
my
yeah,
hope is to add literally everything from the anime and manga,
yeah.
and the light novels too.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be sick, guys. We want you guys to definitely show out for this pre-alpha play test. I know it's not like there's a ton in it, but there's 3 races and 1 pretty much complete thing in each, so it's not like there's nothing. There's enough for you guys to have fun with for the weekend or 2 days, whatever it ends up being. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we definitely need some funding right now for the project. So even if you guys don't think that you'll be able to play too much, or you've been waiting for a good way to support this project, now is the perfect time to do it. Like I said, $5 to $10. We'll go ahead and throw that in the description of the video if you guys do want to join it. And all you got to do, if you do end up joining, is join the Discord. Go to the How to Join page, and we'll have everything else there for you. But I think that pretty much sums it up. Cray's been cranking stuff out like crazy on this mod so far. So I mean, it's been a lot of new additional things. So once he kind of gets in the groove, like adding more to like the next Shinigami will be a lot easier than making the Shinigami altogether. So
Yeah,
things will eventually
I mean,
get quicker too.
I've gotten pretty much the hardest stuff done so far, other than like
Yeah, there's
making
a
the
couple
quest
things that I
system.
can think of that'll be, yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely a couple things that'll be a little bit hard, but things will be a little bit quicker from here on out, other than like a few things like he's saying. But yeah, expect updates to be a little bit not quicker, but just more added at a time, I guess. So I mean, the hollow update and this update, it's not that it's not a lot, but I don't want people to think that it takes like a whole week to add one thing. It's just the inner workings of everything is what takes the most time.
Right.
So, guys, hope to see you guys in the playtest either today or tomorrow at the latest. It will definitely be up by Sunday. Hopefully, it is done today, but we'll see by what's in it. But if you guys do want to join it, drop a link or drop it into the description. The link's in there. If you guys did like the video, drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. And peace.